Hoops and Wheels by me, Josh Dragon. With God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. Of all the sports Jack's brother, her Hooper plays, his basketball has always been his favorite. What do you think of that, little brother? He asked. Aren't I just the best player in Forestdale? Jack was just as good, though he'd never admit it. He just nodded. Is there anyone better? Jack didn't answer that. Is there? Hooper repeated. Well, his brother hesitated. I know someone who's captain of her basketball team. And as long as she has been, they've never lost a game. Hooper smelled a challenge. Tell your friend, and I'd like to play her team next week at 2. I'll tell her promised Jack. At the Blue Water Physical Therapy Center, Jack found the star player talking to her best friend. Hi, Reynolds, he said. What are you doing here? Silver invited me to watch her practice, has replied the raccoon. What are you doing here? I have an invitation for her. Jack told Silver about his brother's challenge. When he finished, the squirrel was smiling. Tell him we'll be ready, she said. But don't say anything about my team. We don't want him to underestimate us. The boys promised. When Silver told her team, the Water Wheels, about the upcoming game, they were excited. All but one. What's wrong, Betty? Are you sure we should do this, Silver? Asked the bear. Never played against a team who could walk before. They might laugh at us. They'll laugh out the other side of their mouths once they see us play, said Hal. That's the spirit, cheered their captain. Let's show them that nothing's impossible. With that, the Water Wheels began training for their big game. Oh, that's cool. That evening, Silver told her family about the game. And so, as a sports champion yourself, Daddy, she finished, I thought you'd like to be the referee. You want me to referee a game? Asked Mr. Squirrel, flattered. It's the least you can do, said his wife. She did save you from drowning. All right, then I'll do it. Hooping Hoppers play Water Wheels Friday at 2 p.m. All week, Reynolds and Jack were spreading the word about the game. They put up posters, and Michael promised to write a piece about it for the paper. Meanwhile, all the Water Wheels practice as each day until they were at the top of their game. Okay, team, said Silver. We're ready. Oh, this is exciting. The big day came. The stands were crowded, and the two teams had arrived. But when the Hoppers saw the competition, they were surprised. Hooper walked up to the referee. This isn't fair to them, he said. We have an unfair advantage over the Water Wheels. No, you don't, Silver argued. You shouldn't ever underestimate your opponent. The Bible says with God all things are possible. Not one to argue with the Bible, Hooper agreed. Right, we should never argue with the good book. Mr. Squirrel blew the whistle and threw the ball into the air. To the Hopper's surprise, the Wheels got it first. They were amazed He said that they could dribble and roll their chairs at the same time. And the wheels were really good, too. The hoppers could barely score any points at all. Silver led her team to an impressive victory, with Betty, who had been worried about the game, finishing it with a three-pointer. After the game, Hooper spoke to Silver. "Good game. I'm sorry for underestimating you. I'd be proud to play your team again." The squirrel shook his hand. "Any time." "God's proud of you, Silver," said Mr. Squirrel that evening. "And so are we. Not only did you win the game, but you taught the hoppers not to underestimate others. That's the making of a true champion," agreed Mrs. Squirrel. "And we all want to play you," exclaimed the boys. "You're on," and Silver nodded, and the whole family laughed. I hope you like that story. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, God bless.